This is your Giro d'Italia 2024 preview. In this video, I'll be previewing the upcoming Giro d'Italia, which is a 21-day stage race starting on Saturday the 4th of May and finishing on Sunday the 26th of May. This year's race is the 107th edition of the Giro, in which the riders will be vying for a chance to hold the prestigious Maglia Rosa, or pink jersey if you're English speaking. So before we jump into the teams and the riders who will be racing, let's have a look at the route. The race starts in Turin in northern Italy and finishes in the capital city of Rome. Over the 21 stages, 4 stages are longer than 200 kilometres. Riders will travel over 3,320 kilometres in total, with over 43,000 metres of climbing in a mixture of time trials, mountain finishes and some gravel thrown in there for good measure. The Giro this year features 2 individual time trials, with the first taking place on stage 7 and the second on stage 14. The TTs can be decisive when it comes to the battle for the GC, and as Geraint Thomas cruelly found out last year, can be the deciding factor behind who wins the Maglia Rosa. But in all honesty, it's more than likely that the 6 summit finishes are going to be the most decisive point of the race. Visually, the mountain stages at the Giro hit different, with some iconic climbs through the Alps, Apennines and the Dolomites. As with all stage races though, the focus won't be purely on the GC contenders, and the Giro offers up to 7 opportunities for the sprinters to win stages, which given the field should definitely make for some very entertaining finishes on the flat stages. So let's turn our attention to the riders and the main contenders who are likely to be in the running for the general classification. And nobody better to start with than Tadej Pogačar of UAE Team Emirates. The Slovenian is going for the Giro Tour de France double this year, and so will be looking to leave Italy with one half of that task ticked off. No rider has won the Giro and Tour in the same year since Marco Pantani accomplished a double in 1998. Pogačar's looked incredible this year so far, winning Strade Bianche, taking third at Milano-San Remo, winning the GC points and mountains classification at the Volta Ciclismo, and winning Liège-Bastogne-Liège. Most riders would love to achieve those accolades across their career, but Pogačar has done it in just 2 months. UAE Team Emirates are wheeling out a great support team for Pogačar to assist in his mission, including Domen Novak, who looked in great form at Liège-Bastogne-Liège. A strong team is an essential part of a World Tour race, but ultimately the pressure will be on Pogačar to roll into Rome on the 26th of May wearing the prestigious Maglia Rosa. But the pressure is more than likely going to be on his competition, who have a mammoth task on their hands. One man who will be looking to right the wrongs of his 2023 second place is Geraint Thomas of the Ineos Grenadiers. Last year, G held the Maglia Rosa from stage 16 to 20 when he lost the race on a time trial to Primož Roglič, who rode the ride of his life. But at the back end of his career, it's fair to say that G is in great shape ahead of the Giro, and as most certainly has the most experience in racing Grand Tours, which will definitely help in his pursuit of the Maglia Rosa. At the Tour of the Alps, G was in fine form and shone in the mountain stages, which is great prep for the Giro. And it's certain that last year's race will only add fuel to the fire of the Welshman as he looks to upset the apple cart and stop Pogačar from completing the Giro Tour double. Someone else who has had a cracking start to 2024 is Ben O'Connor. The Decathlon AG2R rider came second at the Tour of Alps, but looked very strong throughout the 5 days. This will be O'Connor's 4th Giro, having raced it in 2018, 2019 and 2020, in which he won stage 17. Whilst his highest GC placing was 20th, this will be the first time he races the Giro for Decathlon AG2R, and there is a lot of attention on that team at present given their strong start to the year, with victories for Benoit Cosnefroy, Paul Lapriera, Dorian Gordon and Ben O'Connor. Ben O'Connor will be looking to take the team's winning momentum with him to Italy and join fellow Aussie Jai Hindley, who currently is the only winner of the Giro, hailing from Australia. It wouldn't be a Grand Tour without a GC contender representation from France, and Romain Bardet of Team DSN Firmenich Posternal is flying the flag for France at the Giro. Bardet is coming into the Giro in top form, which was evident in his heroic second place effort at Liège-Bastogne-Liège. This coming after a 5th place at the Tour of the Alps, which much like G and Ben O'Connor was terrific training for the Giro. Bardet finished 7th at the 2021 Giro, but had to abandon on stage 13 of the 2022 edition. Bardet will be supported by a team coming off of a dominant performance at the Tour of Turkey, which saw his team win 5 of 7 stages, as well as a GC jersey. Will the Giro be the breakout moment for one of the most beloved French riders in the peloton? Visma Lease Bike were the most dominant Grand Tour team in 2023, winning all three of the Grand Tours, but with injuries to two of their strongest riders in Jonas Vingegaard and Wout van Aert, that has put a huge dent in their upcoming 2024 campaign. The team will be leaning on Sian Odebrooks to lead out their charge for the GC win at the Giro, supported by the likes of Christophe Laporte, Jan Tratnik and Olav Koy. The young Belgian rider has yet to make a splash on the big races, but has never finished outside of the top 10 in any of the previous stage races he has competed in. It certainly feels like an uphill struggle for Odebrooks to make the podium at the Giro, but his experienced teammates will play a vital role in his first Giro, and it's a great opportunity for him to break out of the shadows of the big hitters of his team and cement his place within one of the best teams on the planet. As with all Grand Tours though, the spotlight won't just be on those vying for the general classification win, and there are plenty of opportunities for the sprinters to shine, and it would be rude of me not to start with a hometown hero, Filippo Ganna. Born in Verbania in northwest Italy, Ganna is a true powerhouse and already has 6 stage wins at the Giro to his name. One of the best time trialists in the world, Ganna will be looking to continue the winning ways of the Ineos Grenadiers and will certainly have the support of a nation as he reaches the final metres of every stage. Visma Lease Bike will be hanging their hats on Olav Koy to deliver the goods on the sprint stages and continue his great 2024 form. Having won stage 5 at the UAE Tour and 2 stages of Paris-Nice, the Dutch rider will be looking to deliver in Italy. Another Dutch sprinter who is coming into the Giro on fire after a very impressive Tour of Turkey showing is Fabio Jakobsen. The Team DSM Firmenich PostNL rider is one of the very best sprinters in the world on his day, and he has a record of proving his greatness at Grand Tour level, having won a stage of the Tour de France in 2022 and 5 stages of the Vuelta in 2019 and 2021. Tim Miller will lead out Soudal Quickstep's efforts in Italy alongside Julian Alaphilippe and Luc Lamperti. Miller has racked up 7 sprint wins in 2024 and so comes to the Giro with a lot of confidence. Having won stage 2 of the 2021 edition, the Belgian rider will look to add some more sprint wins to his already impressive palmares. All in all, the Giro is shaping up to be a fantastic race, and whilst the expectations of a Pogačar clean sweep is highly likely, as we all know, anything can and usually does happen in a Grand Tour race.